Hi, Capricorn. This is going to be your reading for the second week in November. It's good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Capricorn. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so it might not resonate with all of you. If it doesn't resonate, try watching readings for your Rising, Moon, or Venus sign on this channel instead. You could get different messages or deeper messages, or just try back next week. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link to my website to schedule a private reading is in the description below. Capricorn, you guys know this. You're my favorite earth sign. Don't tell Taurus and Virgo. I love them, but you're my favorite earth sign. I like the Saturn energy actually, so I hope this helps you. If you are new, welcome to my channel. Subscribe and hit the bell. When you hit the bell, you know when I read for your sign, and I do read for you every week. I laid out a clarified Celtic cross, but then I'm going to move right into a love message. If I do an extended reading, if I feel that I need to do an extended, the link to that will be in the description below. Let's get into it. So from the Moonology deck this week, show the world the real you and conclusions are within reach. It's time to be your authentic self this week. Don't hide who you truly are. Show the world the real you. This came out for Libra the other day as well. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Libra. It's time to be very open, very honest. Put yourself out there and shine. There are some conclusions that are within reach for you. This week may not be the week that you wrap up a specific cycle, whatever this means for you. The conclusions are within reach. So if you are the real you and you stick to the facts and the truth and all that jazz, that will help bring these conclusions through to fruition. It may not conclude whatever this cycle is for you until the next full moon. You guys got some interesting deck out of the Oracle of the Seven Energies, feeling the world bearing fruit, but tall tale. So feeling the world is about empathy and making sure you're very empathetic and understanding in situations, but you definitely don't want to put other people's feelings above your own. Sometimes feeling the world can mean that, because it's mostly about sensitivity and the feelings of others and being an awareness of the world as a whole, and having a broader perception of things around you. But it can also mean empathy overload and feeling overwhelmed. So this week you're being asked to now be more aware of your words and your actions and how they affect other people. But just know that it's not your job to determine how someone else will respond to you. Discernment will be necessary. Be firm yet kind. Keep in mind that people pleasing will definitely not give you what you truly need. But that being said, your empathy is really beautiful and it's important. It just has to be balanced in order for you to access the gifts that it has for you. So today, try to be sensitive, but not at the expense of your own emotions. I was like, okay, that's an interesting message, and apparently you guys needed it. You're definitely meant to be bringing something through to fruition. Some of you, I think, are trying to have a baby. Just FYI, this month might not be the month for any of you trying to conceive. I do think you're in good health, though. Yeah. You might need to see a doctor. Dad might be the one with the issue. You may also consider a surrogate, possibly. But because the Empress and the Queen of Wands came out, you guys are in good health. I don't know why, but I know that a few of you do need to hear that message, because the Empress and bearing fruit and an Ace of Pentacles came out. But this is about a birthing and the results of hard work and an idea or a consistent thought manifesting into form. And it's also about the relationships between the external world and the internal world, and feelings and your beliefs. It's definitely a fertile season in your life when you're particularly good at making things happen with little effort. So pay close attention to what you're manifesting right now, from your career to your personal relationships. Your influence is very strong at this time. If you don't like what your life is yielding, just sort of, I like how they put it, like prune the proverbial tree and get into alignment with what genuinely lights it up. Remember, you birth into the world that which you pay most attention to and consistently hold within you as your truth. So be clear what you intend. Can you make this commitment? Oh, good message. But I had you guys got thrown a little bit of a curveball here. A tall tale came out. This is about a little bit of a dishonesty, so make sure you're being as honest as you can. The tall tale is about denial and concealing the truth so you can manipulate and control a situation. It's also about a fear-based communication and creating a narrative to hide behind, and not allowing the fear of what others will think to influence your words. And so Make sure you communicate from a place of authenticity. This week, you need to ask for the truth. Be willing to pay the price and be okay with the vulnerability your lie is exposing in yourself and others. Transparency will definitely be required to get you where you need to go this week. And to be truly empowered, you need to really reveal the strength of what is true and authentic about you. Again, time to be the real you. Show the world the real you. And any other path will just lead you to a dead end. Just remember the saying, the truth will set you free, and get ready to fly unfettered. So this could be a person around you telling a tall tale. Don't kid yourself, cheat yourself, or get into any denial, for sure. Communication will be very important, and also your emotions and other people's emotions this week. I think you will be focused on relationships. This might be in particular about a family situation or a work relationship, I have a feeling. The Illumination Oracle. This could apply to any part of your life. You left quite an impression. Balancing the situation, healing your heart, pride, and ego. Some of you are connecting to another Capricorn or a Virgo. Some of you are connecting to a Sagittarius, perhaps. You definitely left quite an impression upon someone, Capricorn, and they will be thinking about it this week. There is a situation around you that's going to call for balance and moderation. It's definitely a time to focus on healing your heart and nobody else's. Your heart needs to heal first. Watch for pride and ego, yours and others. That could be activated this week. You will need to navigate carefully. Try not to relive the past. Let me go through this Celtic cross and then we'll do a different spread for relationship. So at the center of it all is the Two of Wands in reverse. And the challenge is the Page of Cups in reverse. Cross watchers, they're not going to apologize. Okay. Or there's someone around you that might not open up to you emotionally in some way. The Two of Wands comes in reverse when we're divesting in a situation. I think this week you're going to be focused more on going in for inner alignment, focused on you and your own personal goals. You may lack a plan to move forward in some way this week, and you seem a little afraid of the unknown. The catalyst and the reason for that is the Page of Cups in reverse. This could have to do with a young water sign or a child. Pages in reverse deliver no news or bad news. So some of you guys are just doubting your own emotional intuition. You might feel a little creatively blocked up. You might be encountering a person who's emotionally immature and sort of clings to and is obsessed with youth. Watch out for anybody being childish and vengeful. They just feel vulnerable. This is kind of about like bad news or a broken dream. Watch for someone being attention seeking with you or you being that way with them. Don't feed into that. I see you not wanting to open up to something emotionally. Don't doubt your intuition. This might be a situation you're divesting in. I think you are, because you guys have the Queen of Swords, the Empress, and the Queen of Wands. So if that's you, really standing in your power and owning it. What's driving you and getting you out of bed every day? The Star to the Wheel of Fortune. Damn. Lofty goals, Capricorn? Aquarius energy, Sagittarius, Jupiterian energy. You want freedom, hope, happiness. What's driving you is a personal freedom from within. It's a spiritual strength and renewal. Everyone wants to be around a person that's the star. So you're wishing on a star. You're thinking about your higher purpose right now, wanting that freedom, wanting an expansion of some kind too. You know that you're at a turning point and the next 10 to 12 months will be important. You're about to play out your fate, your karma, and your destiny. You know you need to allow for expansion and focusing on the right things for the right reasons. When you do that and you move towards your higher path, luck is definitely on your side. You guys are hopeful to go in a direction in your life that will be part of your higher destiny. You're hoping for expansion. There will be a lot of ups and downs, and you know that. I think you just need to go within first. Recent past, things that are happening deep within and in the past that are possibly affecting your present moment, energies that are still around you. Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands in reverse, Judgment in reverse. Were you dealing with a Libra or a Scorpio maybe? You might have been, but this could all be you. You might have had to be very direct in a situation and be like, look, this was a false start and a non-start. I don't see a lot of growth potential here. I'm really at a place where I'm at a crossroads, but I'm not ready to make a final choice here yet. I don't feel this freedom I can't have judgment day and a rebirth. You are seeing renewal and moving towards cycles that will bring expansion. But in your recent past, you might have had to be very direct and say, I need to come up with a good solution. I have a pretty strong inner critic, but I'm just not feeling the passionate growth potential. Maybe you're not entirely sure that you can leave the past behind in a situation. Maybe you're not sure you can have a rebirth with a person or within yourself. This is where we back out of a decision because it's an emerging idea that just lacks direction. This could be a person you connected to, or you had to say that to somebody else. Deep within, you might have to say to a person that you think it could go somewhere with, hey, where's this going? Because I'm willing to come up with a solution. Are you? I do have a King and Queen of Swords on the table. Masculine energy is in the reverse. So, what your crowning thoughts are: the Lovers and the Empress. This is Libra Taurus. This is Gemini here. Lots of major arcana driving you and guiding you. Your guides are saying to you, first of all, there might be a really great connection around you. You might not feel that way about that, or they might not feel that way about you. And you're like, all right, fine, I'll turn around then if you're going to flake out on me. The Empress is your guide saying to you, be the queen of all queens. It's time to get creative. Be a great mom or a great dad. Take the lead in your life. Be very nurturing, practical, grounded. Go for the situations where there's fertile ground and total value alignment. This looks like a really serious commitment that you're wanting to move towards with work or a relationship. Your guides are saying, make sure you actually have enough in common and you're ready to give up your choices. Make sure you're sure they're your soulmate. Have boundaries, have high standards. That's important. This could be an energy around you that's an ascended energy that you could explore at some time. I think you have to open up and let go of something else first, perhaps. In your next action, Eight of Pentacles to the Five of Wands, please, I do not have time for all this bullshit and all these flying monkeys. I have work to do. You will be working a lot this week. Labor of love, repetitive tasks, and an apprenticeship. This looks like a bunch of coworkers that drive you insane, and you're like, can somebody just close the door to my office? Because if I can't be part of a solution, I'm definitely not going to be part of the problem here. I think you will be somewhat conflict avoidant this week. I'm going to just bury my nose in work here. You might be the boss. Okay, you might be the boss. I don't think you feel like you can be part of a solution. So you might feel like you just have to pour some work into something and move away from energies that are just too different in opinion. Like this is irreconcilable differences that you're going to kind of ignore and bury your head in work. I get it. The way you see yourself, the Four of Cups to the Two of Cups in reverse. What are you bored as shit with? There's something that you kind of can't get off your mind, but you're not willing to do anything about it. I think that this is a pretty strong disconnect. This could be a conversation that leaves you feeling distrusting. I think you're focused more on self-love. I think you're not feeling a heart-to-heart connection with someone else right now. I think you want something like this in your life, relationship, personal growth, career-wise, but nothing's really looking good to you right now. So I just think you're going to keep to yourself and continue to focus on finding your higher purpose. Energy around you that you might not be aware of within you or from someone around you. We have two queens here. Who is this? The Queen of Wands is how this person sees themselves. You could be connecting to an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be you on your response to the environment or someone around you. I think that if this is you, Capricorn, you know you're a fiery badass bitch. You can have anybody you want. You're very creative. You're very beautiful. You're very sexy. You're filled with vitality. You're a leader. Okay. And there may be someone around you that likes this kind of energy in you and they want to match it, but they're freeing themselves from a negative relationship cycle and they're just kind of breaking even emotionally. Their action towards you is strength to the Five of Cups. They have a lot of pride and they hold back. They are very disappointed. They have regrets. Interesting. The way you're feeling, King of Swords in reverse to the Six of Wands in reverse. Who are you pissed at? This could be an air sign you're connecting to. It could be you. It could be another person. The King of Swords in reverse is a person who has pretty high standards and sometimes can be angry, can't think of a good strategy. So watch your anger. I see a masculine here who has had his ego and his pride really bruised and has to get the last word and is kind of a dick. So be mindful of that energy. Stick to your truth, protect your heart, have authority and sovereignty over yourself. You can have a quiet power and an inner truth. You definitely don't need to get the last word or be manipulative to get what you want. Make sure your standards are realistic. You yourself may be focused a little bit more this week on your own personal definition of success. You might not be able to strut through town on this golden pony. I see a person who feels a little knocked off their high horse within your energy, possibly. Final outcome, kind of weird. Ace of Pentacles in reverse to the moon in reverse. So some things will be revealed. Again, with the fertility thing, this is just not your month, but I think that conditions are favorable. You just need to keep working on it, okay? If for any of you doing that. And don't stress out about it either. Make sure you take care of yourself. But this is a new start, but it's a lost opportunity. It could be a new financial or career manifestation. This could be, I'm not handing a pentacle to someone and I don't want them to hand it to me. Someone might just lack a plan or foresight at this moment. A grounded new start could happen, but there's a lot of uncertainty moving forward. Just face your fears, face uncertainty. Repressed emotions will bubble to the surface. Things that were hidden and veiled in moonlight will soon come into view for you. Let's take a little bit of a closer look at the relationship aspect. So we've got this person that's the Queen of Wands here. The way they feel about you is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and Strength. They hold back. They're very disappointed. They have regrets. I think this person really wants your attention, or they want you to as a fiery, passionate friend. How does Capricorn see themselves in this relationship? The King of Cups. Oh, you're very emotional about this person. You might not be expressing your emotions to this person, or now you're focused on a water sign. Nine of Wands in reverse. This person might make you a little weak in the knees. I think you want to be very diplomatic and compassionate, but at the same time, you're very overwhelmed. It's like you're ready to give up. What is between them? The Four of Swords. Taking a break from this person. Calm and solitude. What are the challenges? What are the challenges in this relationship? The Ace of Wands in reverse. It lacks direction. A false start, a non-start. I see nothing happening here. An emerging idea that lacks direction. Distractions and delays. Maybe not enough passion between the two of you. There's that moon in reverse again. So things that were veiled and hidden need to come into light for you. You might be feeling insecure. They might be feeling insecure. That all needs to be addressed. Lots of uncertainty moving forward. How do you feel about this person? How does Capricorn feel about this person? The Nine of Cups in reverse. Who's drinking too much? Somebody might be. I think that you feel as though you've been indulgent with this person, but ultimately it has not been wish fulfillment. How else do you feel about this person? The Three of Pentacles. Well, you definitely feel as though you need to cooperate with them in some way. You do. I think you're kind of focused on what you're doing. I think you want them to recognize you and reward you for what you bring to the table. You could have been in a triangulation, possibly. How do you feel deep down about this person? What do you really want? Four of Pentacles. You hold back, but you hold on. Can't really open up. You might be clinging to the past a little bit. The Star. You just want freedom and happiness and renewal. I don't know that this person does it for you. Yeah, Three of Cups in reverse as well. Not wanting to get together for some kind of a reconciliation. I think somebody doesn't want to do third-party stuff either. Okay, what action will you take towards this person? What action will Capricorn take towards this person? Temperance. You're going to give them the cold shoulder. You're going to be very balanced and calm with them. I think you're not going to show them a lot of emotion. Ten of Cups in reverse. This could be a family member or someone that you're getting a divorce from. It's like, look, this calls for peace, balance, and moderation. There is trouble in paradise here. Not feeling the value alignment, not feeling the long-term emotional stability. This relationship is struggling. What does this person really want deep down with Capricorn? What does this person really want deep down with Capricorn? The Tower in reverse. Well, they might not be willing to let the tower fall and tear everything down and rebuild. They might feel like they dodged a bullet with you. They have regrets, but they hold back. They seem to think pretty highly of themselves with the Queen of Wands here. This person might just be going through a personal transformation. They're not in a place where they can really tear everything down and rebuild, but the Star comes after the Tower. You might be a little bit of a step ahead of them at this point on the journey. How else do they feel deep down about you? They're like, nothing's really changing here. Five of Wands in reverse, and they're conflict avoidant. This person's going through conflict, loss, and change. They're conflict avoidant. They don't want to deal with other people interfering in the relationship. This person has quite an ego, I think, and I don't think they can deal with competition either. Maybe they don't want to. Maybe they have just claimed independence. What other actions will this person take towards Capricorn? The Knight of Swords in reverse. They're pretty restless and unfocused. I think they're going to run away from you and divest in the situation. If they take any action towards you, it's out of impulse. What's the final outcome between the two of them this week? The Hermit, Virgo. You'll both be withdrawn. You're going to withdraw and search your soul about it. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, because you really just don't want to be trapped in a situation that makes you uncomfortable. You're going to try to open up to a new perspective, I think. I think that you have a pretty strong inner critic, or somebody does right now, and they just want to release negative thoughts and open up to a new perspective. I think you're going to be really searching your soul. Your person might be. Six of Swords in reverse. You do sort of have some unfinished business with this person, though. You're having a hard time moving on from them, or they from you. Seven of Wands in reverse, and yet it's totally overwhelming. I think that this might have been a triangulation, and somebody just talked to the other person when they were bored. Somebody could have been married, or family could have really pressured you. Someone could have pressured you in some way, but somebody wanted some passion and excitement. That's King of Pentacles. Someone's not ready for commitment, won't open up emotionally, won't communicate, and yet it's really hard to let it die. Yeah. So that's the love portion of the reading. I am going to do an extended. I'm going to look at the untold truths of everybody's heart here with another deck. And I'm going to use a second deck, and I'll clarify some of this stuff and see what's really going on between the two of you and what this person really wants. Because on the one hand, they have regrets and they hold back, but they can't seem to rush towards you. I don't know that they want to. I don't think they're ready to make any major changes, or they don't think that anything will change. You seem to be being compassionate and balanced and diplomatic. I think a part of you might not let go. Maybe you have to work with them and cooperate with them, but you do seem to be trying to be calm and balanced, Capricorn, and withdrawn. In the extended, I'll take a little bit further of a look at what will happen between the two of you moving forward. But no collaborations and reconciliations, third-party interference, and juggling was probably the problem. If anybody does communicate, it's because they're bored and they want some excitement. Yeah. Okay, Capricorn, that's your reading for this week. I hope it resonates with you, and I hope it helps you book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Capricorn. Always take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.